Aaron, clearly a lot of pressure on Carlos Rodon tonight in the win or go home scenario. He had a ton of success over the regular season. What does he need to do this evening to continue that success that he had in the regular season?
Look, it comes down to execution, and he's done that at a really high level and done it in a lot of different ways this year too. Like he's a more complete pitcher, more ways of beating you now, and game to game can do it different ways. So hopefully, get off to a good start and roll through, and got a ton of confidence giving him the ball tonight.
With Bayo on the mound, Jazz Chisholm Jr. back in the starting lineup. He did not seem particularly pleased in the post game yesterday about the scenario of not being in there. Did you see that, and did you have a conversation with him at all?
I did see it. Look, every player's not going to agree with every decision that I have to make, and that's okay. I try and help make them understand my thought process and what I'm thinking, and I did that with Jazz. He is a guy that wears his emotions on his sleeve, so wasn't necessarily how I handled it, but then again, I don't need him to put a happy face on it. I need him to go out and play his butt off for us tonight, and that's what I expect to happen.
Next question. In the back there, Jay, to the left.
When you talk about the different ways that Rodon can beat you, can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I mean, for the bulk of his career, he was that fastball slider guy, big four-seam fastball up in the zone with the wipeout slider. As he's navigated these last couple of years and obviously had a lot of success for us the last couple of years, he's evolved that arsenal a little bit. He's made some adjustments as he's gotten older too. So he's still got, four-seam slider. That's a, bread and butter for him, but now he's incorporating the sinker. The changeup is a really good pitch for him now. He can slow you down and spin it in there. So he's just got a lot of different ways to go about it now, and there's been a lot of different games where something different has been featured and really been that go-to pitch for him, and add it all up, and it's been a really strong year.
Next question. Straight in the back there. Mark. The right.
Kind of regardless of what happens in the series and today, you've got Cam lined up to go tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Just what have you learned about him this year, and does it feel like you've got a rotation piece kind of for years to come?
It does feel that way, yes. Been super impressed with, first and foremost, his stuff. I mean, he's got, you guys have seen big stuff. It's big fastball. The cutter and this curveball are really good pitches for him. Really good competitor. Like how he's handled every situation he's kind of found himself in this year, starting with coming over and pitching a big spring training game for us late in spring, and I thought handled it and navigated, and man, you saw the right kind of competitive edge to him. Super coachable, accountable. I feel like he's done a really good job developing over the years. He's put together back-to-back really, really impressive minor league seasons to earn his opportunity up here towards the end of the year, and he really gave us a shot in the arm when he came up and became another stabilizing force in our rotation. But he'll handle it well, regardless of result or whatever. I don't think it'll be too big for him, and he'll be ready to roll.
Okay, next. Is that all we got today? Okay, Boone.
All right, thank you.
Okay, we're going to open up for questions for Cam. We'll start down here with Pete.
Hey, Cam. Just wondering, what does this assignment mean to you to be asked to pitch Game 3?
Yeah, it's important. So for them to put faith in me and we get to a Game 3, that means a lot. So yeah, just making sure I'm just taking it as another game and going to do my job.
And how did Boone kind of break the news to you when he asked you to do it?
He came up to me, told me. I think it came out more publicly before that, but I think that was kind of just the expectation going into these last 2 days.
Okay, next question. I'm going to go back here on the left, second row.
Hey, Cam. You grew up in Massachusetts, obviously, and you pitched against the Red Sox at Northeastern in Fort Myers a couple of years ago. Could you have imagined then that you'd be in this position now?
No, I mean, obviously, freshman in college, playing them in Fort Myers, obviously a great experience. Obviously I'm a lot different player now than I was then. So, again, didn't really expect to be in this situation, back then, but now I'm definitely happy I am.
Okay, going to go on the right there to Nate.
Cam, understanding that Boston's lineup will probably look different tomorrow night than it has for Max and Carlos, is there still a benefit that you can derive from having watched Max last night and watching Carlos tonight that you think could help you going into your game?
Yeah, 100%. Again, obviously, two lefties before me throwing, but again, it's more of the mentality and the mental side of the game as well. So being able to, listen into what they're doing and the adjustments they're making is going to, again, make things a little bit easier for me. And, again, it's all learning points. So for me to, experience playoff baseball for 2 days before I get thrown is definitely a good experience.
Stay on the right with Tara.
Your path through baseball. Do you think? How would you say kind of it shaped you? Whether it was playing in the Northeast, maybe not. I don't know if you were able to play year round or whatever, but just how it kind of shaped the player that you are, mentally tough or physically.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Obviously, being from New England, it's a little bit different from being down south. So you're not going to get that full year of baseball. Again, the way my college coach would describe it, more of a blue collar, hard nosed team. And that's how I kind of take myself as a player. So. Again, the steps I've taken to get here definitely going to define how I go out there and pitch tomorrow.
Okay, stay there in the second row, Pete.
Cam, how many people would you expect, your family and friends to be at the game tomorrow?
Only a couple. Going to be more immediate family, at least from the side of who I'm giving tickets to. So whether some extra people come or not, all I know is my immediate family's going to be here.
Okay, in the back there, Mark.
Hey, Cam, have you fully converted your family to Yankee fans?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say so. Again, obviously growing up in Boston, I take pride in being from Boston. Again, when it came to, my career and where I want to be, this is where I want to be. So, they're full Yankee guys now. So, they don't wear it as much around in Boston just because, but, when they're here, they're very prideful about it.
Go in the back there to Duke.
Cam, how much of an influence was your dad on you? I mean, I know your dad was a pretty good college player.
Yeah.
High school quarterback. How much of an influence was he on you and being as competitive as you are?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, growing up, he kind of shaped me up into the person I am. So, him being a police chief, he's kind of a little bit tougher on me. So he's always been competitive in terms of sports. So, again, being able to learn from him and make sure I take everything I can, throughout the years with him is definitely, made my life a little bit easier. And, again, obviously he's hard on me. So, and he tells me, you're gonna appreciate that down the road, which I definitely do. So he's had a big influence on me and, what I've done with my career.
Okay, anything else for Cam? All right, Cam, thanks a lot.